What is up, guys? Welcome to another wrestling video, and today we have another Around Wrasslin where we talk about some of the stories going on around the WWE, AEW, and general wrestling scene, but we'll really only be covering one story today, and that is there a possibility, minute possibility, that Bray Wyatt could be coming back at SummerSlam? But before we get into that, if you could please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. We are trying to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if you could subscribe and get that content out there, it would really help me out and, just be able to talk wrestling with more and more people. So hit that subscribe button for me. Obviously, as you guys can see, I'm a pretty huge Bray Wyatt and Fiend fan, and obviously I was disappointed, as was most of the rest of the WWE universe, that Bray Wyatt was let go by the company. It really came as a shock. A lot of people wondered if he asked for it, but we ended up finding out later that day that Bray Wyatt and the talent in the locker room was told that it was part of budget cuts, which is, as we know, the tried and true response WWE gives talent whenever they just feel like they want to release them for whatever reason. But if we look at Bray Wyatt's Twitter account, I'm wondering if there is a small, minute possibility that we could see some sort of a return at SummerSlam. So let's get right into those tweets, and maybe we can cope a little bit, hoping that he'll come back through some of these cryptic tweets that he's liked and sent out. So the most interesting thing, I think, is that Bray Wyatt has still been tweeting from this account under the name that it has, which is called Bray Wyatt at WWE Bray Wyatt. Now, we know that the name Bray Wyatt is actually owned by the WWE. It's trademark of the WWE, so they can do whatever they want with it. Bray Wyatt literally has no ownership over this name. But in one of his most recent tweets, Insiders Pro Wrestling at InsiderPW said, "This is a great shout actually. Watch this final Funhouse clip again." Kind of does appear like Bray foreshadowed his release, and this video is the promo in the Firefly Funhouse that he gave before he was released. And he replied with the red circle. And in the past, he's used this red circle to represent an infinite kind of circle of evolution. So we've seen this before, and we've seen it as part of his storylines. And then, inexplicably, in the next couple of days, it was announced that SummerSlam will have a mask mandate. And so C Wrestling at C Wrestling UK tweeted, "Can the entire crowd wear Fiend face masks? Imagine that statement." And that was liked by Bray Wyatt. So I really find it kind of interesting that not only is Bray still tweeting from this account, but he's also still liking stuff from this account. You'd think that he'd change his name, or he would stop talking about his storyline. So that makes me think that there are two possibilities here. He was released because he wanted to take more time off, and WWE just found it more financially prudent to release him and then sign him back later when he is ready to come back. Or two, he could actually be returning at SummerSlam and his release was just a work. Because I actually did find it a bit odd that in the release photo, like in the news release, it was the old Bray Wyatt, like his Eater of Worlds character. Like, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So maybe I'm coping just a little bit because I'm a huge Bray Wyatt and Fiend fan. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but I don't know. I think this is just really interesting, and who knows? Maybe we see him at SummerSlam. Maybe we see him a couple months down the line. But if you guys want to leave a comment, do you think Bray Wyatt could be coming back? Do you think that there is a chance, at least a chance, of him coming back at SummerSlam? Let me know in the comments. And before we wrap up today, if you could please once again hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you keep up to date in all the wrestling news and unboxings and everything that's off of this channel. I'm going to be going to SmackDown next Friday, which I believe is August 13th, and John Cena is going to be there, so make sure to subscribe so you see that video when it comes out. And I just hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I am so thankful to have you guys as an audience. And I hope that I can continue to produce content that you guys enjoy for years to come. See you guys in the next video. Peace.